Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6.
We're following breaking news out of North Spokane. Spokane police have confirmed one person was killed in a stabbing at the Apple Tree Inn this afternoon. You're watching 4 News Now at 6. I'm Rob King. Officers were called to the area around 1 p.m. to Holland Avenue between North Division and Newport Highway. For more, we go live to Angela Hara, who has the latest. Angela?
Yeah, Rob, just like you said, police came to the scene around 1 p.m. earlier today, and they came here at the Apple Tree Inn, and they found a victim unresponsive, and they immediately started with life-saving measures to try to save his life. When I had first arrived here at the scene, there were a lot more police cars, and they even had a canine sniffing around the scene. Multiple suspects have fled the scene. We've confirmed that, and police are still looking for them as of now, and Major Crimes are working on it, and at this point they did tell me that there was no danger to the public, and there's also significantly less police cars now at this point than when it first happened. And we did notice that people have now returned back into their rooms at the inn, and a few of those people I spoke with, and they told me that they actually had no idea what was going on around that time, and most of them actually came out of their room to try to figure out to see what all of this was about. So for now, live in Spokane, Angela Hara, 4 News Now.
All right, Angela, thanks. And to stay updated, you can download the 4 News Now mobile app, turn on push notifications to get the latest breaking news sent right to your phone. And we're taking a look at a few of the ordinances Spokane City Council is to consider at Monday's meeting. An ordinance to ban kratom will have its first reading. Kratom comes in many forms, including liquids, pills, capsules, and powders, and it's often sold at gas stations, convenience stores, and smoke shops. It's often marketed as a natural supplement with opioid-like effects, but healthcare workers are warning against it because kratom is not FDA approved.
Stepping away and saying this is a better choice because at least it's not fentanyl, you're still putting yourself at risk for the really terrible things that come along with it.
The ordinance would ban the sale and distribution of kratom in all forms within the city of Spokane. Now, if approved, Spokane would be the first city in Washington to do so. Another proposal discusses creating immigration enforcement-free zones on city-owned property. The ordinance requires federal agents like ICE to obtain a judicial warrant before staging or conducting surveillance on city property and parking lots. The proposal comes as fear grows within Spokane's immigrant community. Sam Smith co-founded Manzanita House, which provides low-cost legal assistance to immigrants. He says the ordinance sends an important message.
It is saying that we need to stand up to do everything we can to protect our communities.
However, some Spokane residents believe the ordinance creates unnecessary conflict with federal authorities. The City Council holds its first reading of the ordinance at tomorrow's meeting. Spokane mail carriers rallied on the Division Street Bridge today, demanding a better contract as national negotiations get underway. Branch 442 of the National Association of Letter Carriers held a Fight Like Hell honkin' wave this afternoon. They're calling for higher starting pay, full benefits on day one, and a faster path to top wages. Carriers told us their work is physically demanding and essential to keeping the mail moving to every address every day, but say current pay at about $21 an hour for new hires with only partial benefits isn't enough.
We are out in all the elements. It's a very physical job and very demanding. It's very time consuming. So we really feel like we offer a first-class service and we should be getting first-class pay.
And that rally today, part of a nationwide movement. Well, we're taking a live look outside over the Spokane Arena, lit up red, white, and blue for the good old U.S. of A. winning Olympic gold today. And it's hard to believe that we saw so much snow just a few days ago, but high temperatures and the melt-off. Jason Valentine's here to help us plan what you can expect for your work week.
Yeah, and quickly, it's hard to believe 46 years ago today, I watched them win gold for the second time because they won it in 1960.
Oh, people don't talk about 1960 as much.
No, they don't. They won it in 80, and now they've won it in 2026.
That was a great game,
fantastic.
Too.
Good evening, Rob. Good Sunday evening, everyone. Hope you're having a good one so far. 46 degrees right now in the Spokane region, and my goodness, we were only getting up to 29 on Friday, so I hope you're enjoying these warmer temperatures. And we're going to see a little bit of a cool down, but not too much into our work week. So what we're talking about tonight is shower activity. It is looming for the Spokane, Coeur d'Alene region. Colville, you're seeing some. Sandpoint, Moses Lake, Othello. We do expect to see on and off showers through tomorrow into early on Tuesday. Just not yet getting to the Spokane area, but it will very soon. So we do know this. Winter weather advisory currently in effect for the Cascades. For our passes, we're going to be seeing 4 to 8 inches of new snow. That is going to end tomorrow at 1 p.m. Moving over to Lookout Pass, winter weather advisory there as well. It starts tomorrow at noon until 8 a.m. on Tuesday. 4 to 8 inches new snow there. So if you're doing traveling over the passes, do check out what the current conditions are. Our areas in the valley are going to see quite a bit of rain. 90% chance tomorrow, 50% chance on Tuesday, and then diminishing returns as we head into the latter part of the week. But overnight tonight, we are going to be looking at on and off showers into the evening. We are going to be above the freezing level. You're going to have a wet commute tomorrow. Let me get you ready on the timing for the snow and the rain and some wind coming as well midweek. That's coming up in my First Alert weather forecast.
Jason, thanks. Mexico's government says it's killed one of the world's most wanted drug lords. But the takedown now fueling chaos. Cars and buses set on fire and roads blocked across several states. The raid happened in a rural town in the western state of Jalisco, where troops moved in on a major cartel stronghold. They got into a shootout with gunmen, killing several suspects. Officials say the cartel leader was badly wounded and died while being airlifted to Mexico City. He'd been at the top of Mexico's most wanted list with a multi-million-dollar reward from the U.S. for his capture. But the operation has set off violent backlash. Suspected cartel members have torched vehicles, blocked highways, and clashed with authorities in at least 5 states, including the tourist hub of Puerto Vallarta. Flights have been suspended, public transit shut down in parts of Jalisco, and the U.S. State Department urging Americans in Jalisco and neighboring states to shelter in place amid ongoing roadblocks and criminal activity. More than 3,200 flights canceled in 6 states have issued travel bans as a powerful nor'easter targets the East Coast. New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, and Delaware have all declared states of emergency. The mayor of New York City issued a travel ban through midday Monday as the city braces for 2 feet of snow. More than 40 million people are under blizzard warnings, with Boston and Philadelphia also expecting up to 2 feet by Monday.
New York City has not faced a storm of this scale in the last decade.
This bomb cyclone could produce wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour, triggering power outages. And many impacted areas still have leftover snow from last month's winter storm, dumped nearly a foot of accumulation. U.S. Secret Service agents and local law enforcement shot and killed an armed man at Mar-a-Lago early this morning. The president and first lady were at the White House in Washington, D.C. at the time of the incident. Authorities say the man in his early 20s unlawfully entered the secure perimeter of Trump's Florida home at about 1:30 a.m. The man appeared to be carrying a shotgun and a fuel can, according to the Secret Service. Secret Service also said the FBI and other authorities are investigating his background and motive.
Currently, our evidence response team is processing the scene, collecting evidence, and we'll continue to work the scene for as long as it takes.
No law enforcement agents were harmed. And this Tuesday, President Trump will deliver his State of the Union address to Congress, but some local Democratic lawmakers will not be in attendance. Washington Senator Patty Murray announced on X this week that she won't be going to the President's State of the Union. Instead, she'll be speaking to Washingtonians on a live stream at 1:30 p.m. that same afternoon. Washington Senator Maria Cantwell is attending and bringing Washington's Secretary of State Steve Hobbs along as her guest. Eastern Washington Representative Michael Bumgardner has invited a high school teacher from Walla Walla to accompany him on Tuesday. The Idaho Panhandle Avalanche Center says a streak of human-caused avalanches came to an end yesterday. But coming up after the break, despite no reported avalanches, center says danger is still high. And this week, we fly over Lake Pend Oreille, giving you a different perspective of what nature looks like in North Idaho, and that's next in this week's Air 4 Adventure.
And if you said, gee, it is warm today, you are right. 10 degrees above our average for this time of year. Friday, we were at 29. Yesterday, 41. Today, 51. Didn't even hit below the freezing mark even this morning. So do get ready for a bit cooler temperatures, but still above our average. But plenty of rain to talk about and snow in the mountains. I'll tell you all about it in my First Alert weather forecast. That's next on 4 News Now.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
4 News Now is brought to you by Grins and Giggles Family Dentistry.
The President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row has been extended. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last. Plus, get 60 months, no interest. But hurry, the extended President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
For pain in multiple spots like here, here, or here, Salonpas patches stick firmly and remove comfortably once your pain is gone. Salonpas. It's good medicine.
Landowners in the Inland Northwest know when it comes to power, performance, and reliability, nothing beats a Coyote tractor from Jordan Sales and Service. Family owned and trusted for over 25 years, Jordan Sales and Service helps you tackle any property with Coyote tractors, zero-turn mowers, UTVs, and skid steers built for real work. Our full-service parts and service department keeps your Coyote tractor running strong every season. Visit Jordan Sales and Service, your home for Coyote tractors, an unbelievable hometown.
It matters late at night.
It matters when you aren't sure and need someone who is.
Our minimalized with none.
It matters when times are tight and saving money can really make a difference.
Thanks so much, Eric. I really appreciate you.
Hi, Alex.
Where you get your medicine has never mattered more. That's why we have convenient locations right in your neighborhood with pharmacists ready to get to know you.
Where you get your medicine matters.
I'm not him. Sorry, guys. I'm not him. I'm not Jack.
I'm not that me, Jack. Just one more. One more before you go. One more before you go. One more.
Because a car that doesn't make you feel recognized is a car that stops short of amazing.
Lease the 2026 RX 350 for $499 a month for 42 months.
Ron was an active guy.
I'm an outdoorsman.
Until plantar fasciitis pain hit.
My wife said, I'm going to take you to the Good Feet store.
Now?
I can do my happy dance. That's my Good Feet dance.
Come in for your free fitting.
The President's Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress has been extended. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Colorado Queen for only $199.99. Get 60 months no interest and free shipping. But hurry, the extended President's Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
4 News Now is brought to you by Spokane Transit.
Welcome back. Time to take another trip on the Air 4 drone. And this week, we're exploring a wildlife area that offers some of the most breathtaking views of Lake Pend Oreille. And we'll introduce you to one man capturing those stunning views one brushstroke at a time. Let's soar over the Pend Oreille Wildlife Area in this week's Air 4 Adventure.
I'm Dan Parlane, and I'm a rep for Plein Air Painters of Idaho in the northern part of the state. During the week, I'm a drafter, Kodiak Aircraft Company, but on the weekends, I like to go out and experience the beauty out here through plein air painting, a French term for painting out in the open air. Today, I'll be hiking out to the northern end of Lake Pend Oreille, painting in this beautiful weather. The sun's out. There's so many places to choose that oftentimes I have to just pick a spot and start painting. Today I'll be using a lot of blues and some oranges. Obviously leave some room for white. Payne's gray is a lovely color that I enjoy for winter to use too, and I'll be using that for the shadows and the clouds. And honestly, I couldn't tell you until I'm there. That's the neat part of painting in plein air, is that oftentimes you're surprised by the colors that you wouldn't guess to see. To do a painting, it could be 45 minutes for watercolor. Sometimes I have to heat it with a little heater. And then for oil paintings, it could be an hour and a half to 2 hours. Being out in nature and the things that I wouldn't have normally enjoyed. So it's a nice experience to be out. I mean, with all these views, you can be overwhelmed with what to paint, but even today, there's many views. I'm an amateur painter. I'm not a professional. I'm self-taught, so this is a great education on how to work in the studio as well. It is a passion. I have lots of hobbies, but this is the one that sticks. It's not the one that passes and goes. I get done with the weekend at work drafting black and white lines for aircraft work, and then once the weekend hits, I want to be out in the woods and paint outside the lines.
I imagine he dreams of that all week. Thank you so much, Dan, for that. Good Sunday evening, everyone. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend. Hey, the rain took until tonight to come, so hopefully it didn't get in the way of your weekend plans. 46 right now for Spokane, 41 for Coeur d'Alene as we are staying warm. What a warm day compared to last week. So we do have a wet Sunday evening ahead. That's going to lead into a warm and wet Monday as well. More Cascade snow. I'll give you that advisory again that I showed you in the first forecast. And gusty winds late Tuesday. Looks like it'll persist Wednesday and possibly Thursday. So a little bit of wind action coming in for really the first time this year. So take a look at our radar. We have so close shower activity to the Spokane area. We do expect it to hit here in the next hour or so. We're looking, again, a little bit of shower activity to start, and then it's going to get heavier and heavier into our overnight period into tomorrow. Let's take a look at what I'm talking about. So here's our forecast radar. We're going to see those showers continue into our evening hours. Maybe a little bit of a break just after midnight, and then another round is going to come for your commute. Look at the heavier rain between Lewiston and Spokane. Tri-Cities, you're getting it. Also, we're looking at that snow for the advisory at Snoqualmie Pass and Stevens. Heavy rain at times into the afternoon hours. Then we'll get a little bit of a break for Spokane late Monday into Tuesday, where the showers kind of settle in on the Tri-Cities, Lewiston areas. Then when we get to the afternoon, we'll see it churn back to the Spokane region, Coeur d'Alene area. So maybe a little bit of a break Tuesday morning, but plenty of shower activity is on the way for the entire region. Looks like we'll get a break, though. Not too much expected for Wednesday and Thursday. Winter weather advisory, again, until 1 p.m. Tomorrow for Snoqualmie and Stevens. 4 to 8 new inches of snow. Winter weather advisory for lovely Lookout Pass. 4 to 8 inches of snow. That starts tomorrow at noon and then goes to Tuesday morning. So current temperatures, we are warm throughout. 54 for Lewiston, definitely our hot spot. Above the freezing level across the board. We're going to see a little dip in our temperatures, but what a 24-hour change. Almost double digits for the entirety of the Inland Empire. The more west you go, a little bit cooler than yesterday, but still, what a lovely day we've had. And overnights, we're going to be above or right at the freezing mark with those showers coming through off and on. Current winds looking pretty good. Coeur d'Alene, you're seeing a little bit of gusty winds. Winds again will be picking up Tuesday after the storms really stop into our midweek. 7-day forecast. 45 tomorrow, 43 on Tuesday. Going to stay in those mid-40s. Overnight lows are going to be right around that freezing mark. We're going to cool down a bit into our weekend, but it looks like we're going to be drying up. And just kind of to put your calendar on notice, the last day of February is Saturday. Sunday is March 1st. And then the weekend after that, 2 weeks from today, daylight savings time.
Jason, thanks. Avalanche danger remains high in North Idaho, even though the recent streak of human-triggered slides ended on Saturday. The Idaho Panhandle Avalanche Center says weak layers in the snowpack still very unstable, and people are likely to trigger avalanches even from a distance. The center says there's more snow in the forecast, which will increase avalanche danger again tomorrow and Tuesday this week. Well, coming up, we'll take a look at all our Washington teams heading to state this coming week, where they'll play in the top seed with the finished brackets. Stay tuned.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Truck Month only happens once a year.
So it's gotta be big.
Like available Pro Power on board big.
Protect it with the Ford Security Package big.
Biggest deals of the year big.
There's only one Ford Truck Month.
Deal's so good, we need a bigger door big.
Oh, yeah.
And now get 0% APR for 60 months with 0 down and 0 payments for up to 90 days. Plus $1,000 Truck Month cash on select Ford vehicles.
This year, don't wait another year in pain and suffering, struggling to pay your bills due to an injury or disability. Hello, I'm Eric Pinar, and collecting Social Security disability is a complex process, and our firm has helped thousands of people collect the benefits they are due. It's not easy, but we understand how to get it done. And at Pinar Law, we don't get paid until you do. So give us a call for your free consultation today.
If you have moderate to severe eczema, Dupixent can help you feel the heal. Some adults saw fast itch relief after first dose and long-lasting clearer skin at 1 year. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
Shopping online for a Purple mattress? We get it. With Purple's unique Gel Flex grid and multiple foam layers, you'll experience effortless sleep. It's motion adaptive, temperature balanced, pressure relieving, and ultra supportive. But which Purple mattress is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. And during Purple's President's Day event, save up to $800 on select mattress and adjustable base bundles. Shop Purple at Denver Mattress, the easiest way to find your perfect Purple.
If anyone's got false teeth, you better take them out.
At Rebel, we never know what's coming up next. You wonder, should I sign up for that? And the answer is, why not?
There's so many things you can do here. If it's something you like, you join it.
My husband used to say, don't act old. Out there, they took my license away. In here, they can't touch me.
We're not getting any younger, and it's time to start acting like it.
The Gonzaga Bulldogs had a pretty tough time getting past the Pacific Tigers last night, struggling to put away a mediocre Tigers team that played up to the challenge. Gonzaga's defense made up for that lackluster shooting night, forcing the turnover-prone Tigers to cough up the ball 15 times, 5 of those shot clock violations. Gonzaga's defense also added 7 blocks, this coming on a night where oddly Pacific shot better from the field, from 3 and the free throw line, but totally fell off over the last few minutes of the game. Head coach Mark Few was just as stoked about the defensive performance as the explosive crowd in the kennel.
But the defense just kept us in, so we could make just enough plays on the offensive end. But yeah, and that's kind of how it's been, you know, this time since Braden's been out. You know, I mean, we became more of a defensive-oriented team, but we can do that, and we can be that, and I think we've shown that.
The Zags close out their kennel slate with a rematch against the Portland Pilots. That revenge opportunity comes this Wednesday evening. Washington State didn't fare as well in their loss to the St. Mary's Gales, dropping the Cougs down to the bottom third of the conference and lifting the Gales to stay in the race for the WCC crown. Washington State said farewell to 2 seniors, Simon Hildebrand and Adria Rodriguez, but they face the potential reset now of a starting 5, which has happened in consecutive seasons. Head coach David Riley spoke post-game about the navigation of roster retention.
It's not rocket science. Like, retention makes you tougher and more resilient, and it's a big part of the deal. Like, it's easy to say in this day and age that, you know, you have to rebuild a roster every year. Like, there's ways to avoid that.
While the Cougs are done in Pullman, they close out the WCC regular season starting at LMU this Wednesday before a Saturday finale in Malibu at Pepperdine. Shifting over to high school hoops, Washington High Schools revealed their full slate brackets today for state basketball, including many of our local schools making their playoff runs. We're going to start off with the A teams, 4A, including both Gonzaga Prep girls and boys, as well as Meade girls sneaking into one of those late playoff games. And now 3A, both U-High girls and boys, both making some upset runs, the 3 and 7 seed, plus GSL champ Mount Spokane boys, GSL champ Ridgeline girls, and Central Valley boys making a good run too. Moving on to 2A, we got 4 different schools here. Pullman boys, West Valley boys, Deer Park girls, and Clarkston girls all making an appearance. And now our 1A school, we only have 1 team repping in Yakima. That's the Lakeside girls over here. And now the B side, all those games are going to be across the street at Spokane Arena. We got 2B first up, Colfax girls and boys, some incredible runs they've had, as well as Northwest Christian girls and boys, Reardon girls and boys, and Freeman boys all making appearances. On the 1A side, AC Heartline girls and boys, Garfield girls and boys, just the Oakdale girl and Well Pennant boys rounding that out. All these teams, big congrats to them, getting excited about getting these state tournaments going on. That's 25 teams repped across our area, all that action beginning on Tuesday with the opening rounds of games, followed by most of our games, the big bulk of them, starting on Friday the 27th and then Saturday the 28th. So lots of fun there, Rob. We talked in our last cast about just how incredible the environment is at Spokane Arena, especially for those small schools coming all over the state, bringing those great fans for that whole week-long event. It's pretty amazing.
Absolutely. It's going to be a lot of great fun. Thanks, Jack. 4 News Now. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap and Associates.
92.9 CCU.
Have you heard? Tempur-Pedic sleep is better sleep. With innovative materials developed for astronauts, Tempur-Pedic mattresses reduce motion transfer, which means less tossing and turning, so you can sleep undisturbed through the night. But which Tempur-Pedic is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. Let our expert sales staff guide you to your perfect Tempur-Pedic. And right now, save up to $500 on select adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Shop Denver Mattress today, the easiest way to find your perfect Tempur-Pedic.
Gold medal markdowns are happening now at George E. Kia. Go for the gold and score great deals like the 2026 Kia Sorento EX all-wheel drive. Lease for only $399 a month. Or the 2026 Kia Carnival LXS, also just $399 a month. These offers will move at record speed, so sprint in today. Shop George E. Kia off I-90 in Liberty Lake or shop SpokaneKia.com.
Dupixent continuously works to help prevent asthma attacks. So game days are better. Girls' days are better. Even Mondays are better. Dupixent's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It's not for sudden breathing problems. Some people felt their asthma symptoms improve in as little as 3 days. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away if signs of inflamed blood vessels like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, brown or dark-colored urine, tingling or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about.
At 4 News Now, we're part of this community, sharing your stories, listening to your voice, and delivering the news that matters most to you. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Thank you.
I got this.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
Welcome back on this Sunday evening. All right, on the radar, we're looking at that shower activity getting closer. Let's take a look at the next 2 hours. So by about, looks like 7 to 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock, Spokane region, maybe a little bit after that for Coeur d'Alene. We do expect shower activity for the next 36 hours as we're seeing quite a bit of rain coming in. Here's your Monday planner. Highs are going to be a little cooler than today. We got to 51 today. We're going to be in those mid-40s tomorrow. Off and on showers, could be heavy during your morning commute, so do be careful there. And plenty of snow in the mountains until 1 o'clock for the Cascades, starting at noon to Tuesday morning for Lookout Pass.
All right, Jason. Well, the taste of winter paired with bright blue skies brought many families out to the Numerica Skate Ribbon this weekend. A rough start to the season for the ribbon, forced to close earlier due to unseasonably warm temps, but with some more recent colder weather, people of all ages lacing up their skates, making the most of it. This is the final week the ribbon will be open, so be sure to check it out before the season comes to an end. It's open Tuesday through Sunday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Maybe not this Tuesday with all the rain, but still try to soak it up.
Are there adult size things to help you?
Sure,
okay,
why not?
All right.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you at 11.